Okay, let's go to the next call. We have Marie and Walter on line C, and she's seeing another man.
Marie
Yes.
and Walter. You
Yes.
both there?
Yeah.
You answer for him?
Answer.
Oh, I'm sorry. Could you speak up just a little bit, Doctor? I can't
Hi,
hear you.
Walter.
Hi, how are you?
How old are the two of you?
I'm 46.
I'm 32.
What's going on?
Well, Walter went out of town for several months.
Boy, that seems to be a dangerous thing to do for guys tonight.
Yeah. He
Go
was
ahead.
building a house, and I went to see him while he was gone, and we had a huge falling out before he left. Most of the time we spent trying to patch things up long distance.
What was the fight about?
It wasn't a fight.
Well,
What was it?
it was kind of...
What was it, Walter?
It was an affair that she was having.
She was having an affair before you left.
Yeah, I moved out, and then I started seeing someone else.
Oh, so your relationship was in a lot of trouble.
Yes, it's been in a lot of trouble for a long time, but to get to the point, he went out of town for a long time. 6 months after he was gone, I met somebody else.
How long?
And I didn't tell him anything about it. And it went on for about 4 months, and it's still going on. And he's back, and I've told him everything, and I feel terrible about it for just not confiding him and telling him before he got home.
Okay, you feel bad about lying.
I feel very bad. Yeah, well, yeah, I guess I was lying. I wasn't telling him what
Well,
was
yeah.
going
Do you
on.
feel worse about lying or worse about having the affair?
I have to choose.
Yes.
I feel worse about lying.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I mean, there's a lot of problems we've been having that we've never been able to work out. For some
Name the
reason.
problems that you've been having.
Well, I feel like he's making me responsible for his happiness. It's just been kind of a burden on me for the whole time. Probably the first thing that started the problem is that he lied to me about his age.
How old did you say you were, Walter?
I took 6 years off of my age. There was something that she said about some friend of hers, and there was 14 years difference between their age. There's 14 and a half years difference between our age, and I was really afraid that she'd dump me. So I lied.
So I didn't find out for a year and a half. And I don't know if that has any... I mean, at this moment, it doesn't really bother me. It just bothers me that he lied to me. But he's definitely a lot more experienced than me. And right before I met him, I just ended another relationship that lasted 7 years.
That depends on how you look at that, huh?
Yeah, I suppose.
You get whatever experience you want, it seems, Marie.
That's true.
Yeah.
But the reason that I'm calling,
Yes.
I'm really afraid because I think that he's suicidal. And he doesn't want to talk about this on the phone, but he is. And I don't think he's...
Are you, Walter?
I've never felt like this.
How do you feel?
I feel like I'm just falling apart inside.
Okay. What does that mean?
I just can't handle it. I
What-
can't handle it.
What does that mean?
It means that I've trusted two people in my life, really.
Okay.
One of them was my dad. My dad never let me down. He's the only person that I've ever met that wasn't a hypocrite. And
I just got a
what
whole
Marie
wave.
was the second one.
I just got a whole wave, and this is what I got, okay? Marie says that you're making her responsible for your happiness, and I get the feeling that you're using your pain to manipulate Marie, whose love you have always feared losing, and you have not trusted yourself as being worthy enough to get her love just for being you. So I see Marie becoming vindictive of your lying and wanting to beat you up, and you acting like the total victim to try to make her feel guilty. And there's no limit to how badly you'll feel if it can make her feel bad. Do you ever find, Walter? You with me? Walt?
I don't know whether I'm with you or not, actually.
Did you shut me off?
No, for one thing, it's hard to hear you.
No, Walter, I think you use your pain to make her feel guilty.
Good, thanks.
All right, okay.
Walter, no, wait, don't run away. Walter, do you feel that?
No, I don't.
Okay. What's the anger when I said that to you?
The anger is that
I'm not saying you don't feel hurt, but I sense that you display the hurt to make her feel guilty. If she's going to run away and she's going to cheat on you and the relationship isn't bad, then, you know, maybe you shouldn't be together. But you shouldn't be feeling bad about feeling bad. Do you know what I'm saying?
that's very astute. Thank you.
Walter, do you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know what you're saying.
All right, I'm trying to help you.
Spent the whole year trying to convince me how everything was different and everything was changed, and she, whatever she had to do to win me back, you know, like she would do it.
But is that
She
how
made
you...
lifetime commitments.
Wait, Marie, is that how you feel?
Yeah, I do feel that way. I mean, I feel like I've really betrayed him. I mean, I can take full responsibility for what I did.
Okay, but if that's true, in order for you to get on with this, you have to break up with the other guy and be forgiven. You haven't broken up with the other guy.
No, I haven't.
So how sincere can you be?
She isn't sincere. She's a hypocrite.
I understand that, but the point is, and this is what you have to see, Walter, and try not to get too sarcastic with me on this, because I'm trying real hard and coming from a loving place, but I got to be tough because you don't hear, all right? There's a part of you that uses the victim role to rub her nose in how bad she is, because it's a place where you feel you can get her to feel bad for betraying you. Do you know what I'm saying? Just admit it if you do.
I don't want her to feel bad.
Yeah, but there's a part of you that does. Just give me that part, and I'm a happy guy.
There's a part of me that does.
Good. Stay there. That's the only part I want to deal with for a moment, because that's the part that's making you depressed. Because you're using your pain to punish her. And the price you're paying for that is you have to stay dark, suicidal, and unhappy. And that's not the right thing to do. Because it's
I don't have to stay at all.
That's correct. But you don't have to act worse than you are to make her feel worse. I'm only addressing myself to that part we admitted to. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because that part gets out of control. It's like being a 5-year-old. You know what I'm saying? I'm not putting you down, but there's a part.
That's exactly how I feel.
Right. If you
feel
don't like
somebody left me in an apartment.
She
and
did.
left.
She did. She did.
And I'm really scared.
Well,
know?
the point is you either make a demand on Marie to stop seeing this guy or to get out of your life. You can't live like this, right?
Of course I made a demand on her to do that.
All right, so what's
She promised to marry me. She promised to have my kids.
But
she promised.
But she's messing around with someone else.
She didn't deliver, you know?
Right, so what do you do then? She's not meeting what you wanted her to meet, right? She's telling you she's not going to break up with this other guy, right? So what are you going to do?
She's telling me that she loves me and that she loves him and that she's trying to decide what she's going to do.
But
That's what she's telling me.
Why give her the choice?
Oh, boy.
Why give her the choice if that's how you really feel? You have to protect yourself. You cannot allow yourself to be ground down by a situation like this. I'm only appealing to what you're saying. What do you...
She dumped me for a rich lesbian about a year ago, right? And I reeled from that. You know,
So,
I
but what are you hanging
flew
around,
me out of
Walter?
Los Angeles,
Walter,
you know?
what are you hanging around her for? I'm not saying this. I'm not.
Because there's a lot more to it than that. There's a lot more to it than that. There's a lot more to it than I've said or that she said.
What else is there to it?
Well, 8 years. We've been together for 8 years. You know, we've loved each other for 8 years. There's just been a lot of problems.
Well, don't
She
just say.
loves me and I love her. That's what there is to it.
But this is what your relationship's like. There's going to be other men and other women, right, Marie?
Well, I haven't exactly been happy every
Isn't that right?
day of this relationship.
Isn't that right, Marie?
Well, I think I've met someone that I really like, you know, and
Then if you've met someone you really like, why are you with Walter and torturing him?
I'm not exactly with him torturing. I'm just trying to, like, keep him from killing himself.
But that's not your responsibility. That's Walter's responsibility not to kill himself. when you're around Walter and he feels betrayed by you, the hurt only deepens, and since he can't get out of that but sticks around and allows himself to be hurt, you're in a circus here.
So am I supposed to just cut him off?
You're supposed to tell the truth.
She can't tell the truth.
Tell the truth. It's only going to hurt once.
I've told him the truth. I'm afraid to keep telling him. I don't want to keep rubbing it in.
Tell him the truth now.
I want out of the relationship. I've been trying to get out of it for a long time. And he makes me come back. You know.
Tell him. Don't tell me. I'm just a bystander.
I'm telling him through the phone.
Could I say something?
Sure.
She sent me a letter, and I'd like to read one
Wait,
quote
forget
from
the
it.
letter. I don't want the letter, because there's so much lying here. She says she wants to leave the relationship, Walter. What do you say?
I say that I still love her, and I'll never forget, but I can forgive it.
But she wants to leave. You can forget it, and you can forgive it, but she still wants to leave. She wants to leave. That's what she's telling you. She's not lying now. So what do you say to that?
Can she honestly, without lying, say that she doesn't love me?
I can't answer that question. I haven't.
I don't know whether that has anything to do with her wanting to stay. Sometimes you leave people you love because you love someone else more. That's what she said. Isn't that what
you love someone else more?
Oh, no.
I don't believe
Wait a
it.
second. Isn't that what you said, Marie?
I didn't exactly say
said
that. I
I
don't want to say that. I want to kill him by saying that.
Just tell the truth. The lying is killing him. Just tell the truth. You said, I finally met someone I really liked. Isn't that what you said?
I really like the person that I've been seeing.
All right, so more than Walter?
It's not more. It's just different. I can't say more or
Would you
less.
rather be with this person or the other person?
Yes, I think so. You know, I'd really like to think about it.
Why don't you think about it and decide? I'll give you a minute.
You're going to give me a minute to
A
decide?
minute, yeah, I'll give you a minute. It's 8 years of torturing each other.
Doctor, could I say something?
Sure, Walter.
When I first met her, I knew that there was some part of her that was going to be very hard to penetrate, that I might not be able to. She wrote me a letter, and I'd like to read one sentence. It's only one sentence.
Read the one sentence.
Something happened to me at an early age that made me not be able to trust anyone, including myself. I wish I'd allowed myself enough. I wish I'd loved myself enough to allow you to love me.
Okay.
Okay, the minute's up, Marie. Where are you?
I'm here.
Marie, you staying or going?
I don't know. I guess I'm just scared to do it.
Do whatever you want to do, but don't lie
That's
anymore.
the problem. I have trouble figuring out what I want to do.
You know
and
what
sticking to a decision. Does it sound like that to you?
You know what it sounds like?
What?
It sounds like the two of you deserve each other.
I think we do.
But you know something?
Oh, no. What?
I don't think you can be happy.
I know. I'm not happy. Sometimes I am. Usually I'm not.
Look.
And I think it's the same for him, whether you'll admit it or not.
Of course, sometimes I'm happy and sometimes I'm not, but I love her.
Why do you love her? Why do you love someone who betrays
He loves
you?
me. And
Oh, shut up.
Okay, I just want to add
Shush.
it before you hang up.
Why do you love someone who betrays you?
Because I know that she's frightened. I know that it comes from a point of fear. And I will stick with her.
I don't know,
I'll stick with her until she overcomes the fear.
Walter, you're a better man than I am.
I just know I just know the woman that I love. I'm lucky in that. I've got something that a lot of people don't.
Do you love her, or do you just need another person to make you complete?
I love her.
Walter, I have trouble believing you too. And I don't mean that sarcastically. I'm just saying I have trouble believing you. And in my heart of hearts, I see you as a dependent person dealing with another person who is very competitive, who needs a lot of reinforcement from a lot of people. And
Is that me?
Yeah, that's you, sweetheart. And I mean, she's fickle and plays the field. She's not happy. She's very insecure. You're insecure. You know, this is a relationship made in hell. Even if it has good points to it, it's like, in order to be there, you have to suffer. Every piece of sweetness has bitterness attached to it. Do you feel that, Walter?
No.
You don't. The only way you could possibly say that is to have so much denial around you. So what do you want to do, Walter? You want to put up with this?
I want her.
Well, that's putting up with this. She's going to be with the other guy, and she's going to be thinking about whether or not she wants to be with you.
I'll put up with it until I can't put up with it anymore.
Okay, but will you go this far with me? That if she wants to leave you, she can leave you, and you'll have to live with that too.
I don't have to live with it.
See, there you go. That's the manipulative part I was talking about before. You won't let her be free to leave. If you won't let her be free to leave you, you also are not letting her be free to love you. Think about it. The two of you are locked together. You should be seeing someone and trying to work it out, but I don't think you want to work it out. I think you want to struggle. When I was a psychiatric resident, a very wise supervisor said to me, one of the nice things about being a psychiatrist is you get to meet all of the men that you're glad, and women that you're glad you didn't marry. Sometimes you marry them and you end up fighting. We'll be right back.